So what you're going to be seeing is a drama consisting of 7 scenes. While the storyline is going to remain constant throughout, you're going to notice that each character in the story is going to be played by a different actor in each scene. You're going to be able to recognize the character by the color of his or her shirt. So while the faces may change, the character is going to remain constant throughout. You're getting ready to meet the Brown family. They're your typical all-American family. They're very active in their church and in their community. Mrs. Brown serves as the women's ministry coordinator, and she's preparing for the upcoming Masquerade party. Her husband, Mr. Brown, serves as a deacon in the church and is a very family-oriented dad and husband. He has a burden for his new co-worker, Darren Johnson. Darren is strongly opposed to anything regarding church or God. Darren is angry. His life has been filled with tragedy and hurt until he learns to take off that mask that he's been hiding behind. But we're going to find through another unexpected tragedy that sometimes we all wear a mask. Tonight you're going to meet 2 very different men. First up is John Brown. And as I shared with you, John is a family man. He works hard throughout the week. He serves as a deacon in the church, and he's very active in his community. And he's been getting to know his new co-worker, Darren Johnson. Darren is a loner, wants nothing to do with anyone, and John's been wondering how to talk with him about coming to church. Let's join the Brown family as they're preparing to go their different ways on a Monday morning.
Hey Mom, don't forget that I have a special football practice this afternoon. I won't need you to pick me up until later. Actually, I can get a ride with Tommy's dad. That'll help you out.
That would be great since I can help Heather get the decorations for our Sunday school party on Saturday. This afternoon's the only time she can go. Do you think you can take us?
As long as Tommy's dad doesn't mind, I think I can take some time this afternoon to go shopping. Hey, Ashley, I thought you were going to wear your John 316 shirt today.
Well, I was, but Stephanie was actually told not to wear hers to Mr. Jones' class anymore. He said he was spreading propaganda.
What's wrong with "For God so loved the world, he sent his only begotten son"?
It wasn't with the love part. It was with the whosoever believes. He said there were many ways to get to heaven.
What? That's not right. John, are you hearing this? John, are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
What's wrong? You've been awfully quiet this morning.
Yeah, Dad. You look a little like Ashley when she's trying to dial a phone number that's not in her contact list.
Hey, at least I have a contact list.
I've been thinking about this new guy Darren at work. I can't get him off my mind. He's pretty quiet and I'd like to get to know him better. He just moved into town and as far as I know he doesn't have any family. He seems like a nice enough guy. I'd like to see him meet some of the guys around town in that church.
Well, don't we have that pack-up youth service next week? Why don't you invite him to that?
Hey, that's right. Heather and I are going to invite some of the girls from school. Pastor Justin said whoever picks on us in a pew wins a $25 gift card. There's a new pair of shoes that would be perfect with this new dress I just got.
You and Heather don't have a chance. Tommy and I are bringing the entire football team. We're going to win that gift card, and then...
Maybe you'll be able to get a date.
Alright, you two, that's enough. You know, Mary, I think you're onto something. Darren and I just started a job together, so maybe I'll be able to get to know him better. Heck, a pew gives me a reason to invite him without seeming too pushy. Oh no, look at the time. You gotta go.
Oh, hey guys, don't forget your lunches.
So we've just met John Brown's family on a typical Monday morning. It's obvious that John is concerned about Darren. He wants to be a friend to Darren and help him fit into the community. Darren is a loner. He doesn't want to speak with anyone. But he and John are finishing up a painting job at the local middle school, and John's been able to loosen Darren up a bit. So let's listen in on their conversation.
Dan, you ready for a break?
Yeah, man, whenever you are.
Let's do that. Let's take one.
All right.
You know, I was thinking, man, about our conversation earlier. If you didn't know what I was talking about, why'd you react the way you did? That was a little bit
I know what
frustrating.
you mean, man. People are just, just talking to hear themselves talk when they're really, just thinking about what they're going to say next. And, I just moved into town and I don't know a whole lot of people yet. And I guess that's why I just don't normally talk a whole lot.
Well, hey, that's funny you mention that because I've been thinking a lot about how you don't know anyone. And I'm really glad we got this job together because I've been wanting to get to know you better. And my wife and I, we was talking this morning about ways that we can strike up a conversation together and, maybe even introduce you to some of our friends.
Y'all were talking about me?
Yeah, we were. I know that's weird, right? Hey, I can't help that. I was raising a family, man. We're doing unto others. That was first on everybody's list. And you know, man, hey, the more I think about it, if I was new in town, I'd want somebody to talk to me.
Well, what did your wife suggest that you do?
Well, she suggested I invite you to our Sunday morning services at church. It's Bring a Friend Day, and you know, hey, we're all supposed to try to pack a pew. And, hey, listen, man, a lot of the guys we work with, they go to this church, and man, we got a great men's group. We do all kinds of activities and get-togethers. Hey, it's really cool.
No, man, no, I don't think so.
All right, if it's the pastor or something you're worried about being overly preachy, hey, don't be, dude. He's not. I don't like that either.
No, it's not anything like that, man. It's just that you know, it's that.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'll tell you what, though. We're gonna find another way to get you introduced to some people.
Oh man, look, I don't tell a whole lot of people about this because of what we were talking about earlier and all, but everybody has a story, and mine's that once I had a family. I was married to this beautiful woman that I dated all through high school, and we got married shortly after that, and it wasn't long, and little Missy came along, and you know, with all the stress of being so young and newly married and having a baby in the house, we were having some trouble, and we were really on the verge of separation when Katie decided that she wanted to try to go to church, and I told her I had enough to deal with Christians at work during the week that I didn't want to spend my free time with them too, but she went ahead and went, and it wasn't long, and I noticed that she was changing, that she was happier, and she was praying for me and praying for our marriage, and it was getting better on that side, and Missy was really enjoying the classes that she was in, and so I felt like I was missing something. So one Sunday I told him I'd go with them, but I was working on the weekends then, so I had to follow behind him in my truck, and on the way there, Katie, she didn't even see the truck that ran the stop sign until it was way too late, and by the time I got to the car, there wasn't anything I could do for Katie, but Missy was in the back seat, and when she heard my voice, she looked up at me, and she smiled a little bit, and that was the last time I saw my little girl alive. She died on the way to the hospital, and you know, I said then that if God could allow that to happen, if He could take my family like that I didn't want any part in it.
Man, hey, I'm sorry, brother. I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, man. You know, I've moved around a lot since then, and you're really the first person I told that to in a long time. And you know, you're the first person that invited me to go to church with them since the accident. And I'm really tired of being so frustrated and just angry all the time and all. And you think maybe if I came to church with you, I might find some answers or some of that?
Hey, I don't know. I tell you what, though. Hey, I'd love to help you find that. And if you like, well, we could pick you up this Sunday.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay. Well, hey, man, Sunday it is. I'll tell you what, let's get back to work, man.
Sounds good.
Every year, thousands of people in our country are killed in traffic accidents, and their families are left behind to try and continue living their lives. Darren did not know what to do with his anger, and so he lashed out at God. For many years, Darren's been trying to get over what happened to his family. John is the first person who genuinely seems to care about him. And so Darren decided that maybe it was time to give what had made such a change in his wife Katie's life a try. So he took John up on his offer to go to church. And this morning, as the pastor preached a message on how Jesus Christ is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, even during times we don't understand, Darren recognized his need of a Savior, and he asked Jesus to come into his heart and save him. We'll now join Darren and the Brown family as they've gone out to eat after the morning service.